sir.
Yo.
Yeah, that's what it was though. But I don't even see how it goes. I don't even know how this. Like I said, basketball. See next. Like I said, I don't know if all I know is if Boston don't win this year, they could.
Shit, you might want to call them cook because I don't see them. Like I said, I don't see them beating nobody out the West.
They could. If they don't win this year, they could.
Well, they might beat the Timberwolves. I'll lie because, like I said, if the Timberwolves make it out now, if they make it out this one, the Timberwolves gonna be super gas. So I don't know. I just don't think they're gonna have enough left in the tank.
Nah,
We'll
yeah.
see though. We'll see though. But you never know. Hey man, they might come out. They might surprise some people. They might come back. They might make the comeback.
Ooh,
I don't see that happening, but
they do it. So like what they said, like what Barkley has said, right? It's all about matchups. And if Denver had the matchup against the Mavs, Denver would have won. It would have been a better matchup for Denver. But I don't feel like Boston can match up with anyone on the West right now. Even with Porzingis, I don't feel like it'll work. Me personally, though.
they got to figure out some way. I want Reed starting. They got to figure out some way to get Reed starting, even if he got to be the three.
What are you saying? Minnesota got to make it work with Nas Reed?
I think he just provides something different. He forces the court to be spread, which only helps Edwards and Cat out if they're on the floor at the same time. It doesn't really benefit Gobert anyways because Gobert's not trying to score.
Yeah, he was, man. I thought Nas Reed was gonna make that shot too, man. He was on fire towards the end. It's not like he did the wrong thing. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad play. He just missed the ball. He missed the shot. I mean,
It just the ball didn't fall in their favor. For real. And like I say, I think everybody when they saw Nas Reed release that ball thought that he was gonna make that shot. Because I was dang sure about that.
hell yeah, I thought he was gonna make that. I seen it. Like I was like, man. And then it went the way it went. I was like, oh no, down 2-0, 2-0. But like what Barkley said too, man, Charles is like, hey, they got the best two closers in basketball today. Like the best two closers,
Mm-hmm.
Luka and Kyrie. The best two closers in basketball today. So it's a
And
lot.
that was big on Kyrie to have missed. I think he missed about 3 out of 4 free throws at one point during down that stretch. And for him to come back and hit that three, that thing tied it up, really put him ahead. Like Barkley said, they got some of the best closers in the game, man.
And they got that's what I'm saying. They got the best closers in the game. It's that PJ Washington and Dave Bradford trade worked in their favor. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if the Mavs, but I want the Wolves to win. Like my heart is with the Wolves. I want Ants to get one at 22-23. I want Cat to get one, Gobert to get one. But it's one of those things like, damn, bro. Like, but I also want that narrative for Kyrie too to get one because that narrative of he can't do nothing without LeBron, I want that to end too on that side because I'm like, dude, like, come on, dude. Like, I gotta. I mean, yes, he's had a lot of troubles throughout his career, changing from team to team, but I would want that narrative to get off of his legacy too, and be like, yo, I want like how Steph won one without KD, and now they know like, okay, maybe KD needed Steph, even though if you know basketball, you know that. But
I don't know, man. KD just seems like he can't win for losing at this point. real.
I feel like that year, I remember that year, bro. That year, his foot was on that 3 line. that year, bro. I remember that year, bro. Like that year was vivid to me. I remember if they would have won that year, if his foot was never on that 3 line, they would have went all the way because the Bucks won that year. So I'm like, yo, that year was like set. Excuse me, in stone for the
I ain't gonna say set, but I'm gonna say
nah. The only
like just it's just like it just feels like I ain't gonna I hate to use the word underachieved because I feel like a lot of it ain't his fault. You know what I'm saying?
it was
But
injuries too.
at the same time, bro, it's just like it don't seem like he could catch a break ever since he left Golden State at all. Like
I,
at
I,
all. He can't catch a break with nothing. Either someone's hurt, and the one time you thought they was going to break through, like you say, foot on the line. Like,
was like I said, I don't that happened and injuries because remember that game too. Harden was hurt. Harden played. Harden played through the injury, but he didn't produce. Like it was just like, yo, you just gonna run out there. We gonna pass you the ball. You can just pump fake. You know he's gonna go, and then just like try to get to the line without getting hurt more. He was like, I think it was a hamstring or ankle injury. No, something like that. That he was hurt, and then Kyrie was hurt too. Like that whole situation for them was just bad. So it was just bad. I
it's
mean,
bad because it was years of his prime wasted. Because he was in that was KD's prime. Rather people want to admit it or not. That was KD's 100%. If you're ever going to say he was the best at anything, the best player in the world outside what that 2015 MVP or 14, whichever year it was,
was back
that
in that 2020, 2022 era, like two, three,
yeah,
yeah, that 2020, 2022, three area. I like that because that was towards like I said, the players that we saw now, they aging out, man. I tell people all the time. I'm talking to somebody, I said, if you don't like basketball, you feel like basketball is too soft or whatever. I was like, it's called the modern era for a reason, bro. It will never ever the people that you saw growing up as aging out won't ever win a ring again. Like Jordan, like when Jordan came back, like that can't happen in this modern era. That's why it's called the modern era. Bro. And the only one that I feel like that can keep up with the modern era, if that, it's probably Steph Curry because he's one of the godfathers of the modern era. You know what I mean? Like he's one of the ones that he made this era do play what they how they play and what they want to do. The only thing is that he just probably could run off like me. He's gonna be Ray Allen, but from the fucking from the logo. Like you know, set this screen here, set this screen here, catch the ball out here, and just shoot. Like he's gonna be that guy because that's it. Like I don't think no one else. If you don't have the speed and you don't have that the speed or the defense or whatever, you can't do it. Because even then, like these guys are fast as hell. Like Westbrook was fast growing up. Like he's still fast, but you can't be Father Time. Like De'Aaron Fox. You know what I mean? Like when John Wall lost the pep in his step, we all see it. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, John Wall's not moving
yeah.
as fast. So John Wall's not doing what you know what John Wall does. Like Westbrook is at that point. Harden is at that point. Harden never was a fast player, but he's not as crafty as he was. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the modern era where you got SGA and hate to love him, John Morant. You know what I mean? Hopefully he do something next year. But like I said, SGA and John Morant, all these young guys coming out of not out of nowhere, but taking over the league because it's the modern era, and that's when time is gonna progress. And that's why I say, like right now, like, I feel like right now, this is Wemby, hopefully getting Trae Young, putting these pieces around these guys. I feel like going forward, I feel like yeah, it's gonna be good. Like I said, the Nuggets, I knew the Nuggets wasn't gonna win this year, and everybody I met, oh, you just hate. And I was like, bro, they're not gonna win, bro. I was like, they're not gonna win. It's just not. I just knew it. I was like, it's not gonna win. Like they said, this is the first time if in the modern era that six different champions, bro. Six different champions in 6 years. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that's what I'm saying. Like six different champions in six. Like it's the modern era, bro. And think about it, all those guys that won besides Curry, and Curry deserves it because he's the godfather, like I said, going back to that, we're all young players. We're all built around a young player. When Giannis won, he was young. And now he's hurt. I mean, he's hurt because that style of play is catching up. He's fast. He's fast and strong. He's fast. He has built some normal, but he's fast and he's strong, normal. So, and they put the right characters around him for that championship to win. You know what I mean? When Curry went to the finals, he's the godfather in this era. They had still something, a little pep in their step to where they won. You know what I mean? The Nuggets, they had, Murray was still young. They had Bruce Brown. They had the other Brown dude. They had Jeff. The only one that was like, was Jeff Green, bro. That was it, bro. Uncle Jeff. They used to call him. That was it. But I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, with this modern era, I don't think we'll ever see a team like 3P or 2P. Like, unless they like one, keep that same core and keep that same team, and then two, just get better. Like, but if you take pieces out, like how they did back in the day, like, this team, like they lost this player or he went over here for a max, like it can't happen in this era. It can't happen in this era because yeah, it just over.
I don't know. I think if the only team that I see right now as present construct they got a chance to three-peat is if they even, and this is even if they get one, maybe the Timberwolves. Because I'm gonna continue to say that if they can replace Gobert with somebody very useful, that changes the dynamic on that team. And this players out there, you got Nick Claxton. I would definitely take Nick Claxton over Gobert in that situation any day.
Saying trade for Nick Claxton. But Nick Claxton is good. That's a development training. Like he's still young. He'll have to get Nick Claxton he's on the Nets. He's on the Nets, huh? Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, but I think he's about to be. I think he got a player option or something this year.
That's why I say like it just depends, man. Depends. I think another team that did it that's letting down too, that's letting time pass them by is Sacramento. Sacramento did last year to what they did this year. It's not
I
what they.
I I don't ever feel like Sacramento's like since Bibby and them was there. Like I never feel like they like really care how far they go. Like championship is not on their mind. I don't know. That's just the mentality I get from them.
I mean, them getting some bonus, and then figuring that out.
But shoot, if you listen to all the rumors, why does nobody want to go play for the Kings? Then you got a good starting point guard. You got a All Star big that used to be what? Shoot, I'm pretty sure if they had a good year, or maybe he was this year. Did he make defense? I mean, not defensive, but All NBA.
They made All NBA 13 this year.
Okay, so he made All NBA. So you got All NBA big, and then you got another formidable starting point guard. I think he has peak. He could be an All Star. I'll be honest with you.
Or
So
yeah,
why aren't they looking to get another star? Why aren't they in the Donovan Mitchell
nobody.
conversation? Why aren't they trying to get Paul George?
I don't know. So according to rumors in the like last this year or something, I don't know if it's true. Sabonis did take a pay cut to get another star this year, but they never I can't say attend to it, but I guess like you said, no one wants to go to Sacramento for some reason. But I don't know why. They don't want to go to I guess Cali taxes is too high. I don't know. It's, it's a lot. It's a lot because like you said, like I feel like that's gonna pass them by too, man. Like De'Aaron Fox is, I feel like De'Aaron Fox's career path is going the same way John Wall's career path went, like the same way. It's gonna be like John Wall is good and he's great, but on the Wizards he's not gonna do much. On the Wizards, and I'll tell people then they got him Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal started becoming an all-star, but then John Wall started aging out. And I was like, come on, dude. You should have took that trade. You
Yeah,
should have
I
took
mean,
that trade. when they wanted. I think they wanted to trade him to like it was like the Lakers or the Hornets. It was like a weird. It was like a weird spot where it was money involved with the Knicks or something. It was like a weird spot. He was like, "Nah, I'm staying with DC," and he stayed for the money. Like Bradley Beal stayed for the money, and it's I feel like I get it because sometimes you look at yourself, look at yourself, you look at what you got, and you like. I feel like these teams giving these feel like these teams giving these players the no trade clause or player trade clause in their contract is messing the player up, but they feel like they messing the team up because yes, in Boston did IT dirty. I'm not saying they didn't. They did trade him. He was hurt. You know what I mean? After all he did for that organization, I'm not saying they didn't do dirty. But what I'm saying is y'all keep putting these no trade clause or player trade clauses in these contracts as the player, like the people around y'all gotta sit there and know, like, bro, I've been on this team for plus 10 years or close to 7 years. Like either y'all make these moves or no. Okay, so let's get a trade going. But I feel like Bradley Beal could have worked well on Sacramento. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
can shoot, he plays a little bit defense. Malik Monk coming off the bench. I feel like Bradley Beal would have worked good on Sacramento. I feel like Bradley Beal would have worked good on the Clippers when they was building up before they got the Westbrook on. Because Westbrook went to the Lakers. So I feel like that Bradley Beal trade would have been okay for him. But like I said, I feel like De'Aaron Fox is on that trajectory too, to where it's like, yeah, he's good, and it's like, nah, like he's gonna be in that. I can't say Dame Lillard because Dame Lillard made it to the playoffs and made it to the second round. But I would say on that trajectory, like even John Wall made it to the playoffs, made it past probably to the second round. But it was like, after John Wall stopped being fast, it was like, what else can you give us now? Like, what else can you give the team or the organization or basketball in general? And John Wall,
Well, I'm not gonna lie. In that regard, I think Fox got a better chance now because Fox can shoot. I never thought John Wall was a good shooter.
John Wall couldn't shoot like that for the field, but it's one of those, man. It's like I think, like I said, we'll see. I I feel like everybody, and then y'all probably chat. You know what I mean? Whatever fans, subscribers, however, probably not gonna feel what I'm gonna say. But Zion Williamson is going into that not too great as we thought list too. He getting on that list every season. Every season is passing him by. It's like, yo, did he really live up to the hype of the number one overall pick? Like they be beating on Greg Oden, but the dude got hurt. Zion Williamson got hurt, came back. At least he's trying. But it's at this point, it's like, bro, like, don't put yourself in a predicament where you're gonna hurt yourself. This is gonna be bad. Like, I don't think he's living up to expectation. My personal opinion.
Well, no, he's not living up to expectations. Let's just go ahead and call a spade there. But he's not that far under it at the same time. I can give him that. Because when he's on the floor, hey. I get him.
Nah, he is effective when he's on the floor and he does what he's supposed to do. But you only, like I said, it's one of those situations where you where you only can do so much, man. And I just feel like it's just one of those situations that it's not bad, man. Yeah, like, and then the thing, like with the Pacers, like every time you turn around, Miles Turner was always in trade talks, and look now, Miles Turner's helped out this runs a lot. Without Miles Turner, they
Oh,
wouldn't. Yeah,
not last game.
huh?
I said not last game.
I mean, yeah, but I mean the run though, that's run, yeah, but it's one of those like it's one of those things like yeah. Like my situation and my question to you is like, does LeBron retire after this season? Does
I
he just
think he got. I think he got what he wants. He's gonna get to play with his kid, good or bad, no matter which way that goes. Even if it's not his last year, I still think that we are going to begin to see the decline, the mega decline in
uh
LeBron James.
yeah, I don't I don't think he's I give him his. So my question is, do you think the Lakers put a statue of him up there?
Hell no.
You said no.
Nah. They ain't got no
He
reason to put a statue of him up
he
there
he,
because he just
sco-
won one
he
chip.
scored the most points in the Lakers jersey.
I mean, that's fine if they want to do a statue because of that, but for him to get his own statue like Shaq or Kobe or one of them got their statue in there, I can't see it.
So you think it's
Not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I can't see it.
so do you think they retired his jersey?
Hmm?
You think they retired his jersey in the
I'm
Lakers?
sorry.
LeBron.
Um, no, honestly. I
Nah,
don't think.
I think they retired. I think it'll be the Cavs. I think the Cavs, the Heat, and the Lakers. They retired. Statue probably in front of Cleveland. Of course, he brought them their first ring, but I don't know about the Heat. The Heat is probably too because that was prime LeBron. Like you gotta LeBron on the Heatles, that was prime LeBron. Like I say that, but I don't know, bro. It's one of those things. Like I said, we'll see how it goes, how it turns and twists out. I hope, man. I really wanted the Knicks to win. I really wanted the Knicks to win.
I did too, low key. I'm a little bit disappointed that it just didn't fall out like that. But I mean, shit.
Do you think they start looking into the whole Tom Thibodeau running them to the ground thing, or do you think that's just the way he coaches?
Well, no, because they knew that before he did it, and they still allowed him to do it. So that means they're okay with it to some extent. I mean, I've spoke my piece on it. I've said it. I just don't see the purpose of playing people that much minutes, man. It's just there's no reason to anymore, bruh. There was a point where like maybe like the talent level wasn't up there enough to where you had to play people those type of minutes. You know what I'm saying? But we're way past that now. We're way past that. You got 6 man a year that could go be starters somewhere, and you got them on multiple teams. Nas Reed could go start somewhere. Malik Monk could go start somewhere easily. So him playing 49 and it worked, which is a good thing because if you do get some help and you do get some rotational pieces, you have a pretty solid starting five that you do not have to move. Because DiVincenzo, you're gonna have to pay him now. That's one thing for sure. Brunson, you show that you spent your money well because Brunson came out there and he performed. And then Ananobi, I like Ananobi. I don't know if people are fans of Ananobi. That's like one of my like secret favorite players. Just because his presence on the floor and like he just does everything that like kind of everybody else won't do or isn't really good at.
True.
But like I said, they do need a big. I don't like Mitchell Robinson down there. I got to see how the Julius Randle situation work. I like Hartenstein, but I like Hartenstein more so not as a center, at least not the starting center.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm not a New York fan, but I respect what they did. Do you think that they try to go get the Villanova man? What's his name? Bridges from the Nets. You think they try to get that trade going?
Um, Maybe, but I mean, I don't see the purpose of adding Bridges unless you're gonna give away Randall.
I
And I think you get more out of Randall in other places than doing that. That's just my opinion. That's how I would go about it.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. What do you think? What you think the Nets should do? Because obviously they. I think I'm about to say something.
I'm I'm not sure what the Nets should do, man. Because they like one, everybody just do the. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody thought it was a shock when it didn't work, but I didn't. I just don't see it as a shock that the Nets didn't work with the KD Harden and Irving thing. I never thought it was going to work. I never had confidence that it was going to work. I understand they got close, and you're saying a footstep is a thing, but you got to think about the talent of that team. And we're basing all this off KD's goddamn size, 18 foot. No,
Yeah,
they should have performed better regardless.
Nah,
But I
that's
mean, go ahead.
nah. I said nah. That's true. But matter of fact, think about like I redact my Zion Williamson shit since we live. This is going straight to streaming. I say Ben Simmons is the worst. Ben Simmons is probably the worst one. Yeah, at least
But
Zion
baby,
tries. I forgot about Ben
man,
Simmons. Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons needs to be put in jail for robbery. And Simmons had us fooled. Come
This man said
on, man.
this
But but like how we feel about Ben Simmons is how I feel about Gobert. Like they're the same people to me,
Goldberg. Now, but Goldberg showed up though.
man. No, man. Show up well, man. He's 7 foot. Yeah, he gonna block a lot of shots. That's all he got to do.
Yeah, that's what they. That's yeah. It's I don't know, man. Like I said, I feel that I redact my statement back. I take my statement back. I know it's set in stone, but I think Ben Simmons is probably the worst one. What? Yeah, Ben Simmons, bro. Ben Simmons is.
I mean, Ben Simmons, he got away, but I feel like Ben Simmons' career could have a redemption if he goes to the right team because, like I say, it's not what these people can do. It's just that like when you get like kind of like when PJ Tucker was inserted into that Bucks team. Or when Drew
Mhm.
Holiday was inserted to that Bucks team, you don't go out there and you don't need them to go be the perennial all stars or the lockdowns all the time. You just need them for those specific moments to come through and deliver in times that you've seen previously that it hasn't happened. Because you know that was one of the bigger stinks when the Bucks couldn't get past the Heat.
Nah. We gonna let it go right there. We gonna end this right here, Brody. So I'm gonna hit you, and we gonna go live again next week, man. Catch us, man. Don't forget to like, comment,
Uh,
and subscribe.